All right. Hey, everybody. Thank you for being here for the Out of the Park 21 wild card game, Pittsburgh Pirates
All right. Hey,
franchise.
everybody. Thank you
All
for
right.
being here
And I got
for
to turn my
the
audio
Out of the
off.
Park 21
Let me figure this out. Yeah, it's baseball. Sorry, mutated genome. I got to figure out whenever I do a new live stream how to.
wild card game.
Hold on. Give me 1 second here, guys. I got to shut my own phone up here. It doesn't want to be quiet for some reason. And there's a train coming. So we're off to a good start. Luckily, we're not playing right this second, and I don't worry about the train as much for this as I would for a podcast or something. Yeah, this is the Pittsburgh Pirates 21 franchise out of the park baseball. Hopefully, the thumbnail, everything has changed to reflect that. I tried to change that as soon as the stream went live. We're going to play not right this second. Let the people come into the chat here for a second as you hear the train rolling by, and hopefully that'll be our good luck train is our goal here for this one. But yeah, we're gonna wait a little bit, maybe 15 minutes to get into the wild card game. I'll talk a little bit beforehand, go over kind of who we're facing. We're facing the Washington Nationals and go over the teams, and then we'll get into the game itself and hope the game doesn't crash either. So thank you guys so much for being here, Steve and Mike and Kalen and Paul. Steeler fan 1933. I saw you comment on my note about that yesterday. So thank you, Tyler. Thank you so much for being here as well. Kalen, yeah, I've thought about doing a Madden franchise, but Madden is just like you said, it's just such a bad game. But the makers of this game, Out of the Park, are supposed to be making a football version. It's just been very much delayed. So, we'll see about that if it ever happens. I certainly will do a franchise of the Steelers football version. So let me tweet out the link here. I'm going to still talk with you guys here for a second. I do want to get as many people in the chat as possible. So I'm going to tweet out the link. Again, we'll chill for 15 minutes or so, let people get in the room, and then we will start the game. So thank you guys so much for being here. Kalen, yeah, I'm hoping they drop it too. It sounds like they got to make a decision soon on if the games are going to come out this year or not. That's what they said, I think, 2 weeks ago, and there's been no update since. So let me tweet out the link, and then I'll resume back with you guys. Wes, thank you so much for being here. Dylan, thank you very much. Yeah, always thankful and appreciative to have for Stan to have me on, and so that was a lot of fun, as it always is. So, yeah, thank you very much. Mike, I know. Sorry if you hate baseball. This is a little different though. If you're new to Out of the Park, and I'm gonna try to play some music, and please don't make fun of me here for the music choice. I was scrambling last second to find some non-copyright music, and I couldn't find anything of the music I wanted to listen to. But I want to add some sort of music until we go actually play the game. So here is, and hopefully, if the audio is too loud or not loud enough, let me know. But here is some smooth jazz for you guys because it's the only thing I could find right before I went on the stream. So if this is too loud or not, please let me know. Or if it's not loud enough, if you can't hear it, let me know because I haven't been able to test it. So yeah, we'll go probably around 6:45. We will start our playoff series, one-game series versus the Washington Nationals, who are the better team. They are probably the favorites in this one. So let me actually get into the game here. Again, if you followed our series, we are 87 and 75, just snuck in as the final wild card team. Finished 2 games ahead of the Mets, 5 ahead of the Brewers. Check out our schedule. We ended the season in kind of poor fashion, losing 4 of the last 5. Had a really tough series against the Dodgers. Did win the finale though, but by then we had already clinched a playoff spot. You gotta buy dinner before you play. I do. D-Jock, thank you very much. I will lower it just a little bit. Yeah, it's just hard to read it unless I'm doing a whole bunch of testing and editing. So I will lower that slightly. Let me know if it needs to be adjusted any more. And enjoy the sweet jazz sound that gets you jazzed up for playoff baseball. But hey, this might be as close to baseball as we get this year. So you're just gonna have to take it, I guess. But yeah, we're going against the Nationals. Before we do that, though, do want to look over our team here, what our lineup's going to be. We are facing Steven Strasburg, so it's going to be certainly a difficult challenge for us. I think Strasburg make his MLB debut against the Pirates and struck out like 14 guys way back when. Mike, the way this works is I don't actually swing the bat or throw the pitch, but I will tell them to steal or to hit and run or, pitch around and stuff like that. You can play this game basically however you want. You can play this where you're not in control of the game at all and you're just a general manager. I mean, you can really set this up to however you want, but there's no way in any setting to actually swing the bat the way you would in, say, MLB The Show. Wes, actually, the Jazz sort of fits a sim of the Pirates. Yeah, hey, if it works, it works. I'm not mad about it here for doing that, like literally 30 seconds before we started the stream. I remember, though, I want to put some under bed before we start the game. Once we start the game, I'll turn this music off. We'll have the sounds of the game, and let me know if those need to be adjusted at all as well. So our lineups here, as it's been for most of the season, Kevin Newman's going to lead off. He really had a strong second half to the year. Hit almost 300. He is slightly tired, but our game is not today. It's tomorrow, as you see on screen, so he'll be fully rested by the time I actually sim the day. And I'll have to back up the game and all that before we start. Taylor Walls, who traded at the deadline, was in AAA, but really has had a great, this is the start of his MLB career, hitting 322. Defensively, a little suspect, a little disappointing there, but he's been our much better bat at shortstop. Wes, are the players generated for the draft and such like any sports game? These are all, for now at least, these are all real players. So if you go through, let's say, our draft that we just had this past year, maybe let's say even the first year, these are guys that will be drafted when the MLB drafts. I know it's only 5 rounds this year, but like Jimmy Kloenke, my first round pick in my 2 years ago, is a real player. And you can go back historically, because I think you can go back to like 1870. So you can do basically any sort. If you want to play as Clemente, as a 79 We Are Family Pirates, you can do that. If you want to play, the 1920 whoever, I mean, you can do that. So this game is totally up to you and how you want to play. If you want to play it as a Korean baseball league, this is KBO. There's Dutch leagues in here. If you want to go play as just some random team, you can do it. And so that's really cool. Is all these guys here are real future drafts. These guys are all into the game. I think they build these future prospects and draft picks for like the next 5 years, and then they have to auto-generate players. Anthony, is there an NFL version of this outside of Madden simulations? The makers of this game, Out of the Park, are working on a football version, but it's very slow. There's only really one guy doing it right now. I don't think they're really doing a great job of making progress. So they're trying. There's a game called Front Office Football 8. I bought it. It's the UI. The interface is really poor, very frustrating, and I just could not get into it. But if and when the makers of Out of Park make a football game, I will definitely buy it, play it, and do a series on it with the Steelers. I think you can edit the rosters and some sort of downloadable content there. So, yeah. So not currently, short answer, as good as this, but hopefully in the future. Alex, I'm not on Twitter. Do you have an email where you can be contacted? I'm trying to think what's the best way to do that. Yeah, hit me up at a_Kazora@yahoo.com, mutated genome. It's not my main email because I don't want to give that out because I might get flooded by other stuff, but I will check it, so feel free. Okay, back to the lineups. Brian Reynolds, he was hurt. He missed like 6 weeks with a broken hand, but he's probably our best player, at least right up there with Josh Bell. He hit 354. I mean, I kind of overlooked how good this guy was at one point, but we're going to need his bat today to try to beat the Nationals. Josh Bell, big power bat, had a massive bounce back year after struggling in 2020. 32 home runs, 102 RBIs, nearly walked as often as he struck out. Steeler fan, you like Front Office 8? Maybe I just didn't give enough of a chance. I really didn't play it that much. I don't even know if I even really got to a game. I bought it on a whim. The interface is just poor. If it was maybe easier to read everything, I'd like it more. I don't know. But if you like it, then that's cool. Yeah, Anthony, Madden is garbage. It is. I bought Madden 19. I played a couple games. I thought it sucked. I didn't even bother to buy 20. Adam Frazier will be at second. I think, or he'll actually probably be at right field. He'll be on right field for us, but he can play both. He hit well for us this year, too. Good, Brian Hayes, a little disappointing with the average. I wish he was hitting like 260, 270, but 241. Not a lot of power, but he's been good defensively, and he's still an emerging player. He has not hit his ceiling yet. Jacob Stallings, the catcher, he will start because Trace Barrera, who would have probably started for us, he got hurt. I think he fractured his thumb, missed a month. He came back for 2 games, struck out like 9 times, so he's just hasn't shaken off all the rust yet. So Stallings will be a catcher. And then Billy Hamilton in center field, certainly there for his glove. Taking the hill for the Pittsburgh Pirates will be Mitch Keller. Remind me to make sure it's Keller because the game wants me to put in Cody Bolton right now, which I wouldn't hate, but I want Mitch Keller to be the ace of the staff. Wes, can you make coaching changes in this game? Yes, you can. That is, the coaching's a little weak in the sense of it's hard to evaluate coaches, but you can basically hire your entire staff. So you look at the personnel grouping here. I'm the GM, the manager. You can be just the GM. You can be just the manager. You can be, I think, neither, I guess. As assistant GM, Ben Charrington, the actual GM, bench coach, pitching coach, hitting coach, scouting director, team trainer. These are all accurate, by the way. These are not made-up names for the record. And then you have your entire minor league system of manager, pitching coach, and hitting coach for AAA, AA, high A ball, A ball, low A, rookie, Gulf Coast League, and 2 Dominican rookie leagues. Yeah, again, Wes, you can be the coach if you want. You can be the manager, or you cannot. It's totally up to you. And by the way, I made myself 42. Not that I'm actually 42, but it just felt weird. In my previous return, I was like, my actual age of 27. So I wanted to have an age that felt like a manager's age. Anyway, so Keller will toe the rubber for the Pirates. In the pen, Birdie, Neveraskis, Garrett, Crick, Heath Hembry, who we claimed off of waivers, Stephen Brault, Chad Kuhl, and Blake Wayman. Cody Bolton, maybe we'll have a Trevor Williams move to the pen, too. I'm not sure how that's going to go yet. Let's look at Washington here. We'll probably start in 10 minutes or so. Let me just check around on Twitter briefly. All right, let's take a look at Washington. And they're a very good team. They finished the year 93-69. They have Steven Strasburg on the hill. Now, I will say, while the numbers are great, he has struggled this year. He has missed time with injury. I believe he missed time this year. Yeah, he had surgery to remove bone chips in his elbow. Missed 6 months. This was back in February. And he is fragile, unfortunately. Obviously, had torn ACL, Tommy John way back earlier in his real baseball career. But yeah, he's had 5 starts, an ERA of 6. So while the numbers look good and they're very scary, and they are, he has not pitched well. His last outing, he went 5, allowed 7 hits, 3 earned, gave up a home run, only struck out 4. So hopefully he plays more to the stats as opposed to the numbers, but we'll have to wait and see on that. Their lineup, though, they were an offensive-minded team. Their pitching staff is much worse than their offense. So they got Victor Robles, great young center fielder, hit 290 this year, WAR 5.7. He's gonna, I think, lead. Yeah, he's gonna lead off for them. Mike Ford, power hitting first baseman, 18 home runs with the Yankees. Then got traded to Washington, 16 more home runs. So what does that give you on the year? More home runs than I'm comfortable with. That's what is that? 34. And hitting 234, so not a great average, but certainly hitting for power. Juan Soto, maybe the almost best player in the game behind maybe Trout, but dude hit 319, 444 on base percentage, WAR of 8, good defensively. I mean, walked more than he struck out. This guy's gonna give us a lot of problems, unfortunately. You just know it. Trey Turner hitting cleanup, not much easier to face him. 316, 33 home runs, 114 RBIs for their shortstop. Now he's weak defensively, so that is one good thing. He's not strong defensively. They aren't a great defensive team. Kyle Seager will be at the hot corner for the Nats. 222, but 20 home runs, so a lot of power, and that's something we don't have. We are not a power hitting team. We're not a good offense. Profar at second. Again, not great defensively, not great with a bat. That's one of the weaker guys in the lineup, so I'll have to take advantage of that. Cole Calhoun in right, very good defensively. Not hitting all that well this year, but still 16 home runs. If that was on the Pirates, that'd be second on the Pirates, behind Josh Bell. So they got a lot of power. They'll have the pitcher hit 8th, that'll be Strasburg, and then Tucker Barnhart, they acquired in a trade with the Reds, will be the catcher. Very good defensive catcher, and relatively speaking, pretty good with a bat, too. He had 242 with those kind of numbers for a catcher in this game. Catchers usually don't do that well. I think you're pretty happy with it. For them, the pitching in the bullpen is not that great. They have former Pirate Daniel Hudson. Ken Giles will be their closer, so he's very good. But they don't have a great bullpen, not a great pitching staff across the board. So I think we can... My concern, though, is that, can we win an offensive battle, or we're going to score a lot of runs? That's not what we're good at. So even if their pitching staff is weak, I don't have a whole lot of optimism we could win a 10-8 type of game. But who knows? That's a wildcard game. It's a one-game series. Anything could happen. So thank you guys so much for being here. We will start here momentarily. I will have to sim the day. I will save the game and all that. Their injuries, by the way, they don't have really any injuries of significance. Can't look at their overall stats. 4th in runs scored, 2nd on base percentage, 6th in home runs. Pitching staff is where things get weak. 13th in starters ERA, 6th in bullpen ERA defensively, 14th in defensive efficiency, and 7th in errors. So we are kind of the opposite, where we are defensive and pitching minded type of team. Offensively, we're 10th. We were basically 13th for most of the year, then kind of got hot later. We are 15th. We are last in all in baseball with 119 total home runs. Only 2 guys even hit 15 plus, Newman and Josh Bell. Though there were some injuries, had Reynolds and Frazier stayed healthy, they probably would have joined them. But pitching wise, we are good. 5th in starters ERA, 2nd in bullpen ERA, 1st in zone rating, though that's largely thanks to Billy Hamilton, and 2nd in errors with 61. Wes, what's your personal team building approach, philosophy, whatever you want to call it? Do you currently have a plan to improve the roster over time? Yeah, it's kind of more of a Moneyball approach, especially for a team like us that has no money at all. So looking for guys that can get on base and try to just protect the young talent. We have Musgrove and Brian Hayes to long-term deals already. Hopefully we'll do the same with Mitch Keller and Newman and Reynolds. And probably guys like Bell and Frazier will not be here that long because they're just going to get too expensive as they kind of get out of arbitration years. So it's a Moneyball approach. Yeah, D-Jock, the don't suck approach. And hey, we don't suck right now. We're 87 and 75. All right, for injuries, we had Chris Archer. He's been out for a while. He barely pitched for us this year, so you don't really miss him too much. Blake Cederlin, a promising reliever, though he struggled in big league action. He's out. And then Michael Wacha got hurt like the next to last day of the season. It's still diagnosed as suspending, but I put him on the DL because I probably wasn't going to use him anyway, even if he was healthy for the playoffs. By the way, here for our backups, Barrera, Moran, Elmis, Tucker, JB Shuck, and we did add as our last player Jason Martin, who could maybe be a pinch hitter type of option, though I think it'll be Moran, who actually has success against Strasburg, and Shuck first off the bench in a pinch hit situation. So let me go ahead and advance the day. Again, we will be playing them tomorrow. Just make sure everything's okay. Maybe we'll find out Walker's injury. We will not find out Walker's injury. We'll get a scouting report on our first-round pick this year, Elijah Content. See what he did. Improvement to control and stamina. We don't want the stamina to drop. That's not ideal, but we're not going to worry about that stuff right now. One game against the Nationals in Washington to keep our postseason hopes alive. By the way, does audio sound good? I assume it sounds good because usually if it doesn't, people will point that out. But if there's any sort of audio issue, let me know here. I will stop the music and we will get ready to get started here for the wildcard game. We will have in-game music, by the way, so it won't be just my voice, fortunately, for you guys. Wes says, sounds excellent right now. Cool. Thank you so much, Wes. All right. So we still don't know what's going on with Waka. We are playing today. I will have to double check the settings briefly here, but we'll still do that together. So let me get a drink of water. And yeah, it still says Cody Bolton. It says Bolton's going to be our pitcher, even though I have it set. Okay. Now let's set it to Keller. All right. There we go. Problem solved. All right. So this makes me nervous for a lot of reasons. Can the game hold up? Can it not have any sort of errors, issues? Let me save the game, by the way. I did back it up yesterday, so I won't go through the process of backing up the game again. And so the Pirates, definitely the underdogs here against Washington. I believe the winner of this will take on the Dodgers, the best team in baseball. So it doesn't get any easier, but again, just focus on getting the win, getting back in the playoffs. All right, so let's get 14 people here. Thank you so much. We're going to start the game. Let's get our lineups going. I don't want to hit finish today because I've done that before. So let's play the game. Let's double check, make sure. Let me double check one thing here. Keller's going to start. Williams. I'm going to put Williams in the pen just in case. Set position to reliever. Let me manually put him in the pen too. Just make sure he shows up in the right place. And so if we win, it'll probably be like Bolton and Musgrove starting off the next series. But again, we'll have to cross that bridge if and when we come to it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and play the game against Washington. This will be our lineup. I already have the lineup set here. You see the lack of success against Strasburg is concerning. It's a limited sample size. I think it just goes off this year. I don't know how they compile all the data, but it's not great. As opposed to Washington, 4 for 11, 2 for 3 with Ford. I mean, you got Calhoun's 3 for 7. So, I'm going to stick with Keller though. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to make any changes here. Russell Hunt, thank you so much for being here. What moves did you make this season you could realistically see the Pirates doing? Not much. I didn't make a lot of moves. I really kept things under budget. There was just that minor trade for Taylor Walls, and that was about it. Some waiver claims. So it really was kind of like that, to be honest. Alex, just check, allow starting pitcher in relief, and you're good to go. That's a good point. Thank you, Tobias. I will, but I think we're good right now. Okay, let me double check the settings here for audio purposes. I'm going to turn the music volume down just a little bit. Turn down to 50, and I think I'll keep everything else the same. Actually, it made me want to think of one thing. I need to turn probably the audio back up because I had it lower for the music, which is louder than what the game audio is going to be. So let me know if the game audio is going to be too low or not, or too high. But let me turn the desktop audio back up so you hear the game sounds, not just my voice. Because if it's not loud enough, then you won't hear it, obviously. All right, I get very antsy. If you, this is why it takes me like just days to get through, a week of the season here because I'm just so cautious of everything here, especially with how crazy of a season this has been. So let me just double check everything. All right, I'm facing Strasburg, so they're going Robles, Ford, Soto, Turner, Seager, Profar, Calhoun, Strasburg hitting eighth, and then Barnhart ninth, where Newman, Walls, Reynolds, Bell, Frazier, Hayes, Stallings, Hamilton, and Keller hitting ninth. All right, so I think I've, just tried to stall as much as possible. Let's go ahead and start the game. Let's go beat the Nationals. All right, we are here at Nationals Park. Once the game loads in, we will be leading off against the very dangerous Steven Strasburg. Put Duck in. All right, we could use all the help we could get right now. I'll take any magic possible. So, full count here. Kevin Newman. He's got a high avoid case and a low ice. We'll see how this works. Let me know if the audio is too high or too low. If you can hear the background audio, as Kevin Newman will work the leadoff walk, so it gets the pitch count up a little bit and get a runner on base. D-Jock says, good game volume. Cool. Thank you very much. So 7-pitch at bat there for Kevin Newman. And yes, I'm going to have to really labor myself through this because I'm very nervous. Full care. 2-2 to Walls. He'll look at strike 3. And we'll have off-season videos. I do appreciate it, you guys being here, supporting the channel as Reynolds. So Strasburg settles down with 2 strikeouts to bring up Josh Bell. 1-2 count. Yep. Strasburg just a little, maybe nerves on that first batter with Newman, and then 3 straight strikeouts. And I don't think we're going to get the bad stats Strasburg. We're going to get the actual good Steven Strasburg. Mitch Keller, full count. So Strasburg and Keller with full counts to start. Let's see if he can walk him or not. And that's a strikeout. Nice job there to strike out Robles. That's big. 7 pitches as well, but a better outcome for Keller. And another strikeout on Ford. So Keller trying to match Strasburg here against Juan Soto. Oh, those numbers are very scary. First pitch swinging for Soto. He's going to hit that to center right. Hamilton with good speed. He should be under it. And the Nationals will go down 1-2-3 in order. Bottom first. We'll go top 2. What's he? I was going to see attendance, but you know what? The attendance does not matter right now. Let's focus. I'm going to tell myself to focus here on this game. 0-1 to Frazier. That one! It's going to be a double down the left field line. Adam Frazier, leadoff double. He's having a really good year. Unfortunately, probably have to get traded because he's just going to cost too much dang money. D-Jock, don't even say that. You can't use those words right now. Come on, Brian Hayes. Signed you to that long-term deal. Full count. He'll swing through strike number 3. Jacob Stallings, the relatively light-hitting catcher, had a knee contusion. He's healthy now, though. And he'll hit that in the left. That's going to get down. Frazier, will he come in? Oh, I'm going to hold. I didn't check the arm rating. Soto does not have that great of an arm, 55. Maybe Frazier could have scored. Maybe I should have sent him because I got Hamilton and Keller up. I don't know. I panicked. All right, so Hamilton now. Runners on the corners. Pirates threatening, trying to get their first run. First pitch swinging is Hamilton. That one's going to get down. Billy Hamilton to the wall. That's going to drive in Frazier. Pirates go up 1-0. Oh, the game's freaking out on me. I'm going to run. Stallings comes in. He's going to score. I wasn't as scared this time. The game got a little weird, I imagine. Let's see how it looks in the replay. Yeah, it doesn't even show Stallings crossing the plate. But to the point, Pirates up 2-0 here as they get to Strasburg early thanks to Jacob Stallings and Billy Hamilton. Okay, Mitch Keller, who hit 054 this year, had 3 hits in the regular season. Full count. All right, he'll draw the, I'll take that. And he'll put it in play. That'll get the runner over to third. So that'll move Hamilton to third. So Keller, nice job there. 2 outs now. Newman with a walk in the first inning. 1-2 count. He'll hit that to left. That one's going to be a hard shot, but caught by the left fielder Soto. And so the Pirates get 2. And they lead the Nationals 2-0 here. Bottom 2. Keller's now got to go out there and do his thing against Turner, Seager, and Profar. There's a chance, Wes, but the Nationals, they got a good offense. I know 2 runs is nothing, as they're going to get a leadoff infield hit there, as Hayes could not throw out Trey Turner, who is very, very fast. Let's go ahead and throw to first here. Try to hold him on. Oh, and the ball gets away, and I don't know what this guy came from. I'm not sure what's going here. Okay, the 3D's not the best. And, of course, Keller, the one time I throw over to first. All right, so it's like he stole the base. No, I was not stealing home with Hamilton on that because I got to let Keller hit. If he gets, then that's fine. That one to left. Will it get down? It will drop at Reynolds' feet. And so runners on the corners. If you play this game, you know how it goes. You get a lead, and then the other team wants to come right back. Tobias Strasburg with a 24 inning pitch during the season. Probably not ready. Yeah, well, Keller's got to be ready too. And right now we're in a tough spot. 1-2 to Profar. He'll look at strike 3. Big out there for Keller. Maybe we can turn 2 here facing Calhoun. And then Strasburg is up next. So if we can get Calhoun here, facing the pitcher, can't guarantee anything. Pitchers who can rake. I mean, we'll see. 1-0 here to Calhoun. That one hit the second. Can it be 2? They're not going to be able to turn it, and the Nationals will cut the lead in half. 2-1. But we do at least get out of the worst of it right there. So Strasburg up. 1-2 count. He'll hit that back to Keller. Keller will throw on the first. So that throwing error certainly cost us. And the Nationals cut the lead to 2-1. And I'm getting very nervous here. We're only in the top of the third. Taylor Walls will lead off 2-1 count. That one rolled over to second. And that is the first out of the inning. So we'll have an off-season video a little bit later on. I might take a little bit of a break after the season ends. And if we win this game, we go to a series. I don't know if I'll stream or not. I may just do recorded videos, as that's a nice diving catch there by Calhoun and right. So the Pirates' first 2 batters up go down. And Josh Bell, 1-2. We got to get more from Josh Bell here for sure. That's disappointing. He's got 2 strikeouts to start the game. All right, Keller, 28 pitches in. Full count here to Barnhart, the catcher. He'll walk. You can't be walking the catcher, the 9th hitter, with this lineup up. That's going to come back to bite you. See if Keller can work out of it against Robles. And that one grounded to second to Newman to get the lead runner, Barnhart, at second. But it's a nice slide job there by Barnhart to avoid the double play. And Robles, a lot of speed, too. We're not going to throw to first this time. Stallings' catcher arm is 55. I thought it was better than that. See if they steal on it. And there he goes. And Stallings is not even going to make the attempt at the throw. Yeah. They got speed, they got power, they got a really good offense, and that's what's scary about the Washington Nationals. Forward swinging here. That one, that's going to be problems. That's going to get down to the wall as Hamilton can't cut it off. And so that will tie the game up at 2 as Mike Ford's double ties the game. And now we got to face Juan Soto, so it doesn't get a whole lot easier here. I'm going to pitch to him. We'll see. 2-2 to Soto. And he's going to strike out. That's a big punch out there for Mitch Keller. Now facing Trey Turner. Do you want to pitch around him? He's got a relatively low eye. We're going to try to pitch around. 0-1 to Turner. And that one, is it going to hang enough? No, it's going to get down. How do we let that get down? The Nationals are going to take the lead. Oh, that one felt like it was in the air forever. Frazier, not a natural right fielder. Not a terrible rating, but that one hurts a lot. So Nationals will take a 3-2 lead, and then there's another stolen base coming here. Oh, my goodness. So much speed on the base pass for the Nats. All right, Kyle Seager up. Gotta get the out here. 2-1 to Seager. That one hit well left center. Hamilton, I think, will have it, either him or Reynolds, and it will be Hamilton. So the Nats take the lead, getting 2 more runs. And again, I'm worried about trying to win a shootout. So that's going to be the concern here because we are not equipped to do that. And Frazier roll over to short to start the 4th inning. And thank you to everybody being here, watching the live stream. Get Brian Hayes 3-1. He'll take a 5-pitch walk. Bring up Jacob Stallings, who had a hit in his first at bat. Could use another one right here. And instead, it's going to be probably double play. And it will be. So Jacob Stallings will ground in the double play, and we'll go bottom 4. Got to have a clean inning here from Keller facing the, 6, 7, 8 hitters. But that's not going to help because he's going to probably walk Profar on 4 pitches. All right. A lot of ball game here. Down the line, Bell will get the force at 1. Will they throw to second? Is it a double play? Oh, he's safe. Okay, I did not think that was going to be 2. Maybe Bell should have thrown to second first, then thrown back to thrown to second. Yeah. Oh well. Strasburg, he's going to put it in play. That's going to get nearly up the middle. Walls will cut it off. Throw on the first. That's 2 away with the runner moving over from second to third. So Barnhart, big out here. Keller's got to do it. 1-2 to Barnhart. And he's going to swing at strike 3. So Keller keeps the runner stranded at third. Hamilton will lead off for the Pirates. Strasburg, who's really settled in after getting a little bit of an uneasy start. And Hamilton, as fast as he is, that's not going to be able to get an infield hit on this one. And so that'll bring up Keller. See the outfield come in for this. 2-2. At least he's seen some pitches. Probably going to strike out, though. Oh, he's not. Oh, Mitch Keller proves me wrong. Pitchers who can rake, ban the DH, Mitch Keller, off of Steven Strasburg over the head of the second baseman Profar. All right, we got to do something with this now. It's Kevin Newman over one with a walk. 3-1 count. He's going to swing. I wish he hadn't. And that's going to be 2. So a couple of double plays for the Nationals, and we're going to go bottom 5. Again, facing top of their lineup here. They have not gotten hits today, and I feel like our luck's going to end here sooner rather than later. Keller has been too wild. 3-0. He's going to walk the leadoff Robles, and the speed that they have, I'm going to have to try to throw to first. Hope he doesn't throw it away. All right, he's back. Just got to try to not let him steal here. Full count. Oh, that's going to get the hit and run, and that's probably going to put runners at the corners as Keller. Maybe that was a bad choice. Maybe we should have went with Bolton or something. I don't know. It's not worth thinking about that now. As we're going to have to get the bullpen warmed up here. Let's get Cricky warmed up. And we want a lefty here. Maybe Amir Garrett as well. As Keller's in a real jam. 3-2, Nationals lead. Runners on the corners. Nobody out facing the very dangerous Juan Soto. 0-1 to Soto. That one's hit well. That's going to leave the ballpark, and that's going to leave a mark. As that's why he's Juan Soto. And the Nationals are up 6-2. 403 feet to right center. And Keller, 76 pitches. Oh, wow. All right. Well, we can't replace him yet. This will strike out Trey Turner for the first out of the 5th. This will probably be Keller's last inning, as you can probably already suspect. As we get back-to-back outs there, and Profar, full count. Keller, come on. That one hit to left. Reynolds is under it, and he'll make the catch. But the Nationals get 3 off the Soto home run, and they lead 6-2. Yeah, Tyler should have walked him. Maybe. I didn't want to load the bases, though. So, all right, let me figure out some bullpen management here, as fun as that is for you guys to watch. That's probably going to close the book on Keller. 88 pitches, 6 earned. We're facing the lefties coming up here. I always have to do this. Check to see who we're facing, what their strengths and weaknesses are. I think we're going to get Amir Garrett going with a couple of outs. So that'll be a next approach. Keller, close the book on him. And yeah, D-Jock, you're right. You got to wake up the bats here. Only way to do it. Full count here to Walls. As he will rip that down the right field line. That'll be a single sliding stop by the right fielder. And they'll hold him to just 1 bag. Kowloon making a couple decent plays defensively today. Brian Reynolds, gotta start swinging. There's a guy you want to wake up those bats. It's gonna be Brian Reynolds. See what he can do. First pitch swinging. He'll hit that back up the middle. All right, so the Pirates got a couple of guys on. As Walls will hold at second, so first and second. Nobody don't have to get it all back. You'll need 4 runs right now, but you get a couple and get maybe 2 here, and then you're back in this thing. All right, Josh Bell, 0 for 2 today. He's kind of slumped towards the end of the year. Need something from him right here, though. Gotta have it. First pitch swinging is Bell. They're going to try to attack. He's going to roll that over to second. That's going to be another double play. That's the last thing we needed. 4-6-3. Let me get Garrett warmed up again. He's probably just about ready. And so Adam Frazier now has to drive in Taylor Walls. First pitch swinging again. Have to be very aggressive. Strasburg. Will Frazier beat it out? I'm not sure. And he's safe. Adam Frazier. Great hustle. Infield single. And the Pirates get the run to make it 6-3. All right, Brian Hayes. Rookie sensation. Full count. And he's got a good eye today. He's got Strasburg figured out. He was one of the few guys that's had some sort of success off of him. And so we'll get runners on first and second for Jacob Stallings. This is time for Stallings to do something. It's here, but he's down 1-2, and that one's going to get down. Jacob Stallings is clutch. Got to bring home the runs here. That's going to bring home at least 1, maybe 2. Will Hayes test it? He will come in, and we'll see the play at the plate, and Hayes is going to be safe. So the Pirates score 2. It's 6-5. Jacob Stallings is clutch. Back in it. Yeah, D-Jock, 1 run at a time. We'll say 2 runs at a time. And Hamilton with a chance to tie it I'm going to get a righty just in case Garrett gets tired, because I never know when these guys end up tiring by. So let's go. Hamilton for, again, very aggressive this inning. They're going to walk Hamilton. Well, we're pinch hitting for Keller, so I'm not sure what their plan is here. They're not forcing us to make a tough decision. Keller was not going to be available. Okay, so we have Moran, who I think has had success against Strasburg, but he does strike out a lot. Let me check here briefly. Batting stats versus pitch. I was looking at this before the stream. Moran is 1 for 3 against Strasburg with a home run. So that's an option. The other option is, and it's going to make return to game, is JB Shuck. And I like Shuck because he's a good pinch hitter and he doesn't strike out. And we could probably just we just don't want the strikeout right now. So you guys tell me, what should we do? Should we pinch hit Colin Moran, who's got success against Strasburg, but a higher strikeout potential? Or Shuck, who I don't think has really done anything against Strasburg, but is unlikely, or at least less likely, to strike out? So you guys tell me, what should we do here? Moran or Shuck? We have backups for both spots at third, so there's no defensive substitution concerns. D-Jock says best power bat, which would be Moran, but we only need 1 run, though. Go for the kill. Bell needs to do something for that. He does. So we got 1 vote, I think, probably for Moran. Shuck is the other option. Anyone else have an opinion here? Otherwise, go with the safer swinger. So we got, that would be Shuck. So someone's got to break the tie here. We got 1 vote for Moran. Someone's saying power bat, be aggressive. 1 vote for Shuck, going a little safer. Moran. All right, Moran's going to break the tie. Hope you guys are right. I'm going to bring in Colin Moran. He's been angry about his role. Hit 300 last year. Didn't have nearly as much success this year. Colin Moran. Runners on first and second. 2 outs. Oh, they brought in Hudson, by the way. They took out Strasburg, so maybe a moot point about Strasburg. But we're going to let Moran with a bigger bat swing away. 2-2 count. That's not a good sign here. I'm worried. And Moran's going to look at strike 3. How do you not swing the bat there? And that was the concern with Moran. But that's all right. We're going to get Amir Garrett in now. Moran. How do you not swing the bat there? D-Jock, I think you're jinxing it here. No 3-1 bomb. Would have been nice, though. Would have been nice to at least put the ball in play. Give us a chance, you know? All right, but we're down 1. Making a game of it. Garrett, low movement is a little concerning, but can live with it. See, they double switch. So they got Hudson. Who did they take out in that 4th spot? That's Trey Turner's out of the game. Wow, that's an interesting decision to remove Trey Turner from the game. So, see what Amir Garrett can do. 0-1 facing Calhoun. He'll hit that to right. That's got some carry to it. Frazier going back. He'll make the catch a step or 2 in front of the track. Yeah, Moran is gone, by the way. Moran wants like $6 million arbitration. I mean, he was gone regardless of what he was going to do there. So bring up Addison Russell. 1-2 is the count. And he'll hit that hard to left. That one should stay in. Reynolds, a little bit of a delay. Let's give it a look and make the catch. Yeah, Garrett's a little concerned because his movement is low, but he has really improved the back half of this year. Maybe move the cursor out of the way. All right, 1-2 to Barnhart. And he'll strike out. So good job there, Amir Garrett. And we'll head top 7. So innings starting to get kind of tight here. Another lefty to face Ford and Soto. I have to try to think ahead with who I want to start getting warmed up here. Against those power bats, lefties. You know, it's always a little bit of a battle trying to deal with those big power lefty bats. So we don't have a great lefty option right now. So just give me a second here. I want to figure out who I want to at least start warming up. Maybe Blake Wayman. He's our lefty specialist, but he's just not had a great year just in general, and also not a great year against lefties. Yeah, 4.05 ERA versus lefties, allowed 4 home runs. That's not ideal. So, I think we're going to get Brault warmed up. I know he's a little tired. Only reliever that's a little tired. And Cricky is ready. Okay, so we're going to sit Crick down for now, because if you leave him in too long, you start to tire. So Brault, okay. Yeah, we'll see on Brault. We could leave Garrett in. I don't know. I'm going to deal with that here in a second. Let's go ahead and swing the bat here for you guys. 1-1 for Newman. And that one's going to get up the middle between second and short. So Kevin Newman having a good game with the walk, a single. Pinch run. Probably don't want to pinch run. Newman's fast enough. Don't have anyone with super great speed off the bench. All right, so Taylor Walls facing Hudson. 1-0. Here we go. It's getting clutch. Walls to left. That one's got carried. Does it have a chance to get out? And it will. Taylor Walls, 2-run shot to left. What a trade for the Pirates, as it is an offensive shootout. And the Pittsburgh Pirates, 4:10 to left. Taylor Walls, acquired from the Rays at the deadline, gives Pittsburgh the lead. Are you serious? Don't be afraid to go closer, too, for the big batters, best pitchers. Yeah, that's true, but I think we're going to have to face this lineup again, though, in the ninth. Probably, because that's a good point. So I don't know if I want to go with them right away, because I might need the closers for the ninth inning to close out the game. All right. Oh, my heart's beating. We're going to get Cricky warmed up at some point, too. I don't know. I'm going to have to figure this thing out. I mean, there is a 3-batter minimum, but let's have Reynolds here. Against Hudson, too. That was the ex-Pirate. And Hudson's going to strike out Reynolds. Bell, come on. Bell's got to do something in this game. 30-something home runs this year. That's not anything, as he'll ground out the second. And how is Brault versus righties? Oh, he's not very good versus righties. I could leave... I'm thinking ahead here. How is Robles versus lefty? I could leave Garrett in. What's his splits here? He's better versus lefties. All right. Crick's got good movement. I think we're going to go to Cricky here, because I don't like the lefty on lefty matchup right now, and Cricky's got good movement, which is going to be important. Yeah, DJ, my voice didn't crack there. That's good. That's something to be happy about. 2-2 to Frazier. Doolittle coming in for the Nats. As he'll strike out. All right. So Garrett did his job. We're not going to leave him in against Robles. We're going to go ahead and get Kyle Crick as the new pitcher. I'm also going to get Neverauskas moving around, too, in case we need to go to him. Yeah, I need the defense. Do I do any defensive replacement right now? No, not right now. I think we're good. We do have a defensive replacement. That'll come a little bit later in the game. So, let's go. Kyle Crick. He's had a good year facing Victor Robles, top of the order. 0-2 to Robles. He struck him out looking. One away here, bottom 7. All right, now here comes the real meat of the order, though. Again, Trey Turner was double swished for, so now they got the pitcher enough to pinch hit for Doolittle, so that helps a little bit. But you still got Ford and Soto to deal with before we start thinking about that. So, Crick, first pitch swinging is going to be Ford. That one down the first base line. Bell will step on the first base bag for the out. Thinking ahead, are you still pitching to Soto? I don't want to put a runner on. That's a good question, Wes. I mean, I sure thought about it some more. I mean, I don't know what they have on the bench, but I just don't want to put the winning run on first base. Worst case scenario, if Soto goes yard again, then it's tied. So maybe if there was somebody on, if there was somebody at second, I would definitely probably walk him. But he's got good eye. Cricky has good movement. We brought him in for this reason. I'm just going to pitch to him. 2-2 to Soto. He'll hit that to right. I think that's playable. It is. And Frazier will make the catch. So we retire Juan Soto. D-Jock. Not the case. Now we're going to sit both Brault and Neverauskas down. Neverauskas is going to come in, so we're going to go with our setup and our closer. So Neverauskas will come in the 8th, and then hopefully Birdie for the 9th to close things out. We'll have some options, though. Again, there is 3-batter minimum, so we can't play all the lefty-righty matchups. But let's go here. Ryan Hayes, 0-2 against Doolittle. He'll strike out. Good day for Hayes, but... Oh, they're going to call catcher interference, and so Hayes is going to get on. Oh, I don't know if I've seen that in my game this year. I've seen it in other people's games, but they're going to call catcher interference on Tucker Barnhart, the former Red. Do we want to steal with Hayes? Doolittle's got only a 50 hold runners. Barnhart's got a good arm. I think we're going to steal with Hayes here. We need to try to get some insurance runs here. Bottom of the order. This is probably the time to do it, so let's go ahead and steal. Come on, Hayes. Come on, Hayes. Oh, don't hold it first. All right, we're going to try... We're going to just swing away because they might pitch out on us, and I don't want them to pitch out. So, no, I don't want to know. We're going to steal. We got to be aggressive. Hayes, we had to make a move here. And that one's going to get up the middle. All right, maybe a good call, D-Jock, for the no-steal. Runners first and second. No, we're not going to run. That's an insane thing to suggest out of the park. We're not doing that. All right. Chance for some insurance. Billy Hamilton, though, against Bork. New pitcher coming in, the righty. Just try to, move the runners over at least. Do we want to bunt for a hit? Should I bunt for a hit here? I think Hamilton's good at it. There's a chance about them getting the play at third. Is there a bunt for a hit? Yeah, there's just bunt. You're up 1, no harm in taking a small risk here. Hamilton's 1 for 2 today. I think we're going to try to bunt with Hamilton. Maybe worst case scenario, at least move the runners over, and Hamilton's got good speed, and he can bunt for a hit. So we're going to try it. See if we can surprise him a little bit. That one's up the middle, though. All right, I'll take it. Not the best executed bunt, but it does move the runners over. All right, now we're going to have to bring in J.B. Shuck off the bench. And he avoids strikeouts well, so that's good. All right, and let me go ahead and make sure Neverauskas is getting warmed up. He should be. Yeah, he's basically ready right now. I'll have him in case it's a double play, and he's ready. All right, so I always like to check runners' arms or outfielders' arms. So running on right is going to be difficult. Center, if it's deep enough, we can run on Soto and left. Hayes has okay speed, so we're not going to run on right. Center, if it's deep enough, he has to move back for it. We're going to run on Soto no matter what. Ran on him once today. J.B. Shuck. Traded for him in the offseason against Bork. Runner second and third. Pirates up a run. 2-2 count. Come on, Shuck. That one's going to get past the first baseman. That'll bring home one. Do we want to? No, we don't want to run on Calhoun. That'll bring home. That's a big insurance run for J.B. Shuck. Head top of the order with Kevin Newman against Bork. 2-1. Newman. That's a chance to turn two. Now they're just going to get immediately throw in the first there. Oh, man. Wall's here. Big chance here to get some insurance runs. Second and third. 3-1. Oh, no. I'm worried about Neverauskas. Might get tired. Brian Reynolds now. Come on, Reynolds. Bases loaded, 2 outs. I got to focus on the here and now. They got Claudio, who does not have good stuff, but he's got good movement and control. I've had him in my old save in 19. All right, come on, Brian Reynolds. If there's ever a time for a hit, this is it. Chance to break the game open. First pitch swinging is Brian Reynolds. Here we go. He'll hit that. Is that going to get down? It's going to get down. Brian Reynolds bring home 1. That's going to bring home at least 2. Pirates add insurance, critical insurance. They're up 10-6. What an at-bat for Brian Reynolds. Not a Grand Slam West, but I'll take it. As I'm going to try to sit Neverauskas down for the moment, because I'm just you think he would get tired by now. Who else do I potentially want to get warmed up here? Let's see. Let's go with Hembry's movement is a concern, potentially. Yeah, don't love the movement here for Hembry. Just going to go to Neverauskas. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. All right, anyway, Josh Bell. Come on, Bell. Time for you to do something today. And that's dribbled back to 3 feet in front of the catcher. And so the Pirates will get a bunch of runs. Oh, man. I'm trying just to think straight. Plus, my AC's off or my fan is off. And pitcher doesn't get tired while your team is batting. Really? It did on 19. Did they change that? Because it happened in 19 all the time, I thought. So, good point, D-Jog. That's news to me. So that would alleviate a lot of my stress. All right, Neverauskas will come in to pitch. Let's see here. What am I thinking? If I do any sort of defensive substitution, I'm not going to do it right this second. All right. So we're facing Eric Thames, the pinch hitter. Pirates up 10-6. Yeah, Birdie's there. We're not gonna be scared at all to go to Nick Birdie. But 1-2. Neverauskas, Lithuanian, facing Thames. He'll strike him out swinging. That one inside on the fastball. Kyle Seager. 3-1. Neverauskas, we can't do that. As he will swing, though, 3-1. That one playable to Hamilton in center. Drift over to right a little bit. For Bell, maybe arbitration this year, then probably trading him either at the deadline next year or just letting him walk. I'm not sure on Bell, but just going to cost, he wants like 12 or 13 million this year. All right, Neverauskas versus Profar. 1-2 to Profar. He struck him out swinging. Big K there from Neverauskas. We'll go top 9. Pirates leading by 4. Facing Florio, 2-2. I'll get Birdie warmed up after him. We'll be ready by the time the bottom of the 9th comes around. So we'll get Birdie warmed up. We may leave Neverauskas in, though, because why not? 1-1 to Hayes. He'll ground over to short. So quickly, 2 outs for the Pirates. And Jacob Stallings now 0-2 in the hole. And he'll hit that back up the middle. What a performance today for Jacob Stallings. He's been super clutch. Steady presence at catcher. All right, so Hamilton. 3-1 to Hamilton. They do have the pitcher on deck. And he'll hit that down the line, Hamilton. That's going to be extra bases for Billy Hamilton. Will Stallings come in and score? I don't think he will. We'll see if he holds. He will hold. And now we have a question. Okay, do we leave Neverauskas in and basically just concede that he's not going to get a hit? Or do we bring in a pinch hitter? And who that pinch hitter would be, we don't have a ton of options either. So I think we're going to have to bring in a pinch hitter here to try to get some extra runs. But you guys let me know. Do we just let Neverauskas hit and just kind of take the 4-run lead, or what? But I think going to the bench is probably the logical spot here. Yeah, good call, Wes, on Walls. More runs for, says DJ. Yeah, I think Birdie's our closer. We're going to trust him. We're going to go ahead and bring in Jason Martin to pinch hit. He ended up going like 3 for 4 in the finale, was brought up. So big spot here. Full count to Martin. And he's going to draw the walk. All right, so Jason Martin, productive at bat. And go top of the lineup here to Newman. Bases loaded, Kevin Newman. 1-2. He'll strike out. That one hurts. But the Pirates still up 4. Nick Birdie coming in for Neverauskas. And I could do a defensive replacement with Almus at second. We're going to bring in Almus here for Newman since he just batted, because that's kind of our defensive replacement. All right, Nick Birdie, you see the numbers? Facing Colhoun, Russell, and Barnhart. 1-2 to Calhoun. Pirates up 4, bottom 9. He'll strike out Calhoun for the first out. 95-mile-an-hour heater. Russell, 0 for 1 today. He's in the hole, 1-2. Birdie will strike him out. Swinging, 2 away. Tucker Barnhart, the last chance. The former Red knows Birdie well. Pirates up 10-6. Bases empty. Bottom 9. 2 outs. 1-1 to Barnhart. The shift is on. He'll hit that to second. That's the Almus. That's going to be the third out. The Pirates are going to win. They're going to advance and win the wild card game. And I need to save this game as quickly as possible because I get very nervous about this game sometimes. And then we will celebrate. I will take a sigh of relief. And the Pittsburgh Pirates advance. I said they couldn't win a shootout like 10-8. They win it 10-6 instead. And you can, yes, D-Jog, raise the Jolly Roger as the Pittsburgh Pirates will advance and keep their playoff hopes alive. What a game. Let's check out the box score here. Thank you so much for being here with me, guys. This was a lot of fun. I could not believe it. We were down 6-1. I mean, we do not do comebacks like that. We have to win low-scoring affairs because we are not an offense. I showed you guys earlier. We did not score many runs. And the bats came alive, 3 in the 6th, 2 in the 7th, 3 in the 8th, 15 hits total. My goodness. I mean, you had the error early from Keller trying to throw to first, which gave him the first run of the game. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you, Tobias and DJ and Steeler fan. I thought I was done too. We were down. It was 6-2. You're right. It wasn't 6-1. I'm getting my numbers wrong here. But oh my goodness, I am sweating for a million reasons for the fact of this game, and I have all my fans turned off so the audio doesn't get a little choppy. But yeah, Wes, I mean, it was a shootout indeed. So let's look at the big performances of the game. Walls going 2 for 4. That home run, massive. Reynolds, who had the bases loaded, hit there. Bell didn't do anything in a game where we scored 10 runs and Bell doesn't record a hit and left 5 on base. I mean, what are the odds of that? Jacob Stallings, 4 for 5. I think he was the MVP of the game, was Stallings. I mean, this guy has just got clutch hit after clutch hit. Thank you, Anthony. Yeah, good game indeed. Brian Hayes working a couple of walks. We traded for Walls at the deadline. He was on our minor league roster in AAA for a short time. Traded him for a couple of outfielders and second baseman, just a couple decent guys. Got some cash for him too, but he's just been fantastic for us with the bat. What a difference Taylor Walls has made, and then Shuck too, pinch hitting, getting an RBI there, so that was huge. I thought for sure it was over too for them. I mean, Robles went 0 for 3. Now he got a walk. He had 2 runs, but didn't get a hit. Soto, he did have the home run, obviously, but just the one hit at least. And Ford didn't hurt us too bad. And outside of their top guys, no one else hurt us. I mean, Ford and Soto and Turner, and he got removed, were responsible for 5 of their 6 hits. And so they did what they did, but there were no other complementary pieces in the bottom of the lineup. Seager, Profar, Calhoun, no pinch hitters did well. So, they got theirs at the top, but we were the more consistent team getting offense throughout the whole lineup. And I think that was the difference in this game. Check it out here. Frazier with a double. Hamilton with two doubles. I mean, yeah, Billy Hamilton's. I mean, what more can you say about Billy Hamilton? I'm gonna have to try to re-sign him after this season. He's a free agent to be right now. He was asking me the other day about wanting a new deal. I think he's gonna get it. Taylor Walls with the home run. Keller had the error. And then pitching, Keller, maybe it was a mistake to use him or not. First playoff game for him ever. But yeah, Steeler fan, the train definitely did bring me good luck. But the bullpen, you got to hand the bullpen. Like I said, that's where we were kind of going to win because we had a good bullpen. The concern for Washington was their pitching wasn't as strong. And so Garrett, Crick, Neveraskis, Birdie, no walks, no hits, 4 innings, shutdown ball, allowed us to get back into it. And so while both starting pitchers struggled, both had game scores of 34, their bullpen with Hudson and Doolittle and Bork struggled while our bullpen locked it down. Player of the game, Jacob Stallings, almost 40,000 attending to watch the Nationals lose. So I believe we are going to play the Dodgers here. Let me go check out my mailbox. Yeah, the thrilling win pushes Pittsburgh to the next round. Yeah, Garrett had struggled. Let me go back here quickly. Garrett had struggled early in the year. Like the first month was terrible for him. And I thought maybe I'd like DFA him or replace him somehow. And ever since like that first month, he's just been amazing. Yeah, in April, he was a 4.22 ERA. He was horrible in May. I mean, you see the numbers here, an ERA of 12. And then since then, June, 1.93. July didn't allow a run. August, 0.67. September, 2. He's really just transformed himself. The guy that fought the Pirates, the entire team, is now securing and helping us to lead to a wild card victory. So very cool how baseball works like that. All right, so let me advance the day. We'll see Walker's injury, although he's on the DL. He's not in the picture really regardless, but I do want to see what the injury is for him. And I believe we're going to play the Dodgers, the best team in baseball. I believe that's how that's going to go. But let me finish the day here. Wes, sometimes it's about when a starting pitcher struggles. Strasburg gave up that home run, correct? That happened after Keller gave one up to Soto. Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, and there's news on Waka. He's got a torn back muscle. He's out 5 months, but I mean, he's been injured a lot, and I'm glad I put him on the DL in his anticipation of that injury being serious. So, doesn't matter about Waka. That's the injury diagnosis. Yeah, what happened with Strasburg? He gave up that home run. When even was it? He didn't allow the home run. Yeah. No, it ended up being Hudson that gave up the home run after Strasburg was struggling, actually. But still, again, their bullpen was not their strength, and it certainly that proved to be the case here. So let me just advance the day, see if I can look at playoff coverage, and then we're not going to play the next series, obviously, or anything like that. The article said we're playing the Dodgers. Okay, I didn't even notice that, so thank you. I mean, I figured that's how it was gonna go. Yeah, definitely. So we're gonna face the Dodgers. So we'll take a quick look at the Dodgers team. Again, I don't think I'm gonna stream this. I don't know I mean, maybe if I get into a winner take all situation, I'll stream that game like a game 7 or something like that. But yeah, I mean the Dodgers best team in baseball, 107-55 this year. I mean they just have power for days. 301 home runs this year. I mean Muncy, Lux, Peterson, Turner. Now I will say one. I wouldn't say good thing because I don't want to wish injury on anybody, even virtually, but we played the Dodgers in the last series when they had everything locked up, and Cody Bellinger tore his groin on September 23rd and is not going to be available for this series at least. So that's one bit of good news. We won't have to worry about Cody Bellinger. In right, they have Chris Taylor replacing, of course, Taylor himself hit 20 home runs this year, so it doesn't get a whole lot easier not to face Bellinger, but it is at least a little easier. So that's going to be the next series here. Is the Pittsburgh Pirates get their first playoff win for I don't even know how many years, 2013, 2014. I'm not quite sure. But that's going to wrap up the live stream. We'll be back. We will be back, I should say, for the playoffs. And I think what I'll do, I'm trying because I don't like to do the whole series and it be spoiled by you can tell how long a video is. You can kind of tell how the series is going to go. So I might just do a video over the first 2 games and then the next game. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But obviously we're going to be pretty heavy underdogs to the Dodgers. We've made it this far. We were dogs to the Nationals, and we come out the other side, and the Pittsburgh Pirates are advancing. So thank you guys so much for being here for the stream. I really appreciate it. You guys were awesome. I'm glad there's some support here. I know the Out of the Park YouTuber community is not particularly large, but I think we're trying to grow it a little bit. And so I really appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. Be sure to like and subscribe if you'd be so kind. And we'll talk to you soon. Have a great day, guys.